Hey guys, today we have a very special review. My dad went to San Diego Comic-Con for a job and was able to pick up the NECA Aliens Sewer Mutation Warrior Alien. And I am so psyched for this figure. It looks amazing. The color scheme, I love how it's like homage to the Attack of the Crazy Pizza Monsters episode in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think that's very cool. And also how it's an homage to like in the episode, the creatures did look like xenomorphs. So then they created those creatures but more like a xenomorph, which I think is really cool. So down here is the alien coming out of the sewer in a cool little box art thing, It says Sewer Mutation Alien. On this side just has the back of that alien in the drawing. Here you can just see the alien. It's a nice window. On the top it says aliens, but there you can see. Right here is a little read up. So if you want to read that, you can pause the video. And then there's a nice picture of the alien right here, in the Wayland Utah facility. All right, let's cut it open. All right, guys, we have the sewer mutant out of the box, and he looks amazing. There's very great color scheme. I like this yellow, then a yellowish orange, and then he has the black wash for the details. It's amazing. I love this figure. I mean, one thing that I think would be cool is if he came with the baby pizza monster things that were those little red meatball guys. I think that would be pretty funny, but he didn't. I mean, that's fine. Let's get into his articulation. So, this is, I'm pretty sure, the alien, for the most part, the Aliens versus Predator alien mold, except for the head, which I think is the Aliens versus Predator Warrior mold, but updated for the new articulation stuff. So let's get into his articulation. So his rotation at the head, he can look down that far and up that far. Not much on he can't look up and down that far. He can move his mouth like that, and then he has the extending jaw that, he can just tap out like that. And it's yellow as well, which I think is cool. And then he has rotation at the shoulder. Everything is fairly stiff. Then the hinge goes out about that far. He has double jointed elbows. That rotation, a hinge, and he has finger articulation. Yeah. Then let's see. He has a ball joint at the abs, so you can kind of go up and down, and you can twist like that. It looks pretty good. Then he can kick out. Let's see, about that far. Can kick back about that far. He can go out like that. It's a little bit loose. That is a little bit of a complaint that I have. But it's only loose on this leg, so it might just be they have the little joint there, and then this one just kind of interlocks with that one. Or is that in the back? No, yeah, it just kind of interlocks with this. So this one is going to be nice stiff. Then his double joint knees, his rotation at the top joint here as well. Oh, he also has rotation up here, sorry. Then his ankle pivot. He can point and kind of angle his foot like that. There's a hinge right here. And then he has toe articulation. And then he has this giant bendy wire in his tail, which starts here and goes all the way back to the figure, which I think is a little bit excessive of a tail, but I mean, it looks awesome, so I'm not complaining. Alright, so now let's get into some of his details. I think that even though it is basically one color, there's a lot to discuss about his details. On the head, right here, there's this very bright yellow that kind of goes down into the cavities up here, and then it's kind of very dry. It's dry brushed onto his forehead right there. and along the sides of the extending jaw. And then it just kind of like goes on like, there's like a bit of a dry brush of that color on his forearms, and then on the upper legs a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like just like the brighter outline. Then there was like a nice black wash on most of his body, like here, up on his neck, and on his torso. I just think a lot of like the muscle texture, muscle tone, all that, and like the biomechanical parts look very great. The tail looks like very bony and gigantic, and it has like this like knife at the bottom with like these like little serrated pieces here. I wish that this would like rotate better, so then it would. Actually, we know it does. It aligns pretty well with the rest of it. But yeah, I think that this is a very great figure, especially with its like details. Oh yeah, and the nails are like this like beige-ish color, you know, like same with the teeth. They're not like that metallic silver. They're like just like a nice beige, but it looks really great on this figure. Alright, let's get into some size comparisons. Okay, so now we have the Sewer Mutant Alien, also the Pizza Monster, next to the Neomorph, Spider-Man, Captain America. I chose Spider-Man just so that you can get some, like, you know, like he's more of a kid-sized figure, so like if you have other figures like that, you can see what he'd be like. I chose Captain America because he's like just your standard 6-inch figure. You can see he's about to his diaphragm. Spider-Man's about like right here, like in the lower abdomen. The Neomorph is about to his rib cage, and you know this figure does tower all of them. It's probably another one of the tall Xenomorphs that you could get, which I like. I mean, I think this figure is really great, and I think it compares to the rest of the figures very well. Okay, my overall review of this figure is that it's just amazing. I love this figure. The detail's amazing. The paint apps are amazing. Just the overall sculpt of the figure is amazing, and I recommend it to anybody if it's on the web. I know it's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but if you can get it, I would just go for it. It's amazing. It's a great addition to your collection, and I love it. There's so much that you can do with it. You can pose it with your aliens, your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's very great. I love it. I recommend it. Action Figure Jump Squad out.